Hi, everybody, and welcome to PGM number 167, our Personal Growth Mondays. We're going to get you 1% better in the mental game every Monday morning. This week, we're going to talk about, as a specialist, how do we train for that game winner, right? So, tell kickers and punters, long snappers all the time, I cannot train you, coaches cannot train you for that adrenaline rush that you're going to feel in a game. It's impossible to simulate perfectly in practice. But what you can do is train for the situation and allow your brain to think the same things as it would be for a game winner and just take it as another rep, another kick. So how do we do this? When we put ourselves in a situation in practice or in training, it's less about making the kick, having the outcome be what we want, more about does our brain, does our body have familiarity, right? Do we see the same things? Do we think the same things? So it's less about make miss, more about the process, right? So in practice, a lot of times people, I always tell kids when you're training on your own, if you make so many kicks, you do things right in terms of process, you get a Gatorade after the session, go to the gas station, get one, or somebody has to buy you something, whatever. People do runs at the end of practice for team. Hey, if the kicker makes it, we don't have to run. You can chart yourself. You can go based on your goals. Those last two are probably better for the focus in terms of process rather than the outcome. So those are great things to kind of simulate the training with in practice for games. But in games, how do we train our thinking? Well, number one, we want to visualize the process, right? Do we see ourselves getting our foot open? Do we see ourselves swinging straight? What do we need to do as a snapper to put the ball in the right spot? Holders of punters are holding. Can we go through the cadence, the routine, things like that to prepare ourselves? Number two, when we go through that routine, do we see ourselves paying attention to details and be able to do it correctly? That way that our brain thinks about that instead of what could go wrong. Number three, we want to make sure our energy levels are not too high or too low. So whatever our energy is in practice, we're going to translate that to the game, make sure adrenaline's not rushing too much and we speed to the ball too fast. Number four, we want to have great self-talk. What are we telling ourselves? We're confident. We're able to make the kick based off ability. Things like that. Are we telling ourselves, hey, we can't do this even though we know we can? Right? And then lastly, do we have mantras, the affirmations of, hey, I've trained this, I've been here before. That could be a physical cue as well. But no matter what, if any of those five things, the biggest thing that we need to get to is it's going to occupy your brain. So you're able to think productive thoughts. How am I going to make this kick rather than what the outcome may or may not be? If you like what we saw for Rhythm Performance on Facebook, go to www.rhythmperformance.com.